Okay, let's talk about your personal calendar, or in this case, my calendar here, and let's see how we can view it and some other things about it. So, right now, what you're looking at is the work week view of the calendar, and that's what you see up here in the Home tab. You'll see a number of different ways we can view it. So, this would be the day view, just like that. You can see our time scale here. You can see our non-working times. Remember how we had set it to where we work from, in this case, from about 7 o'clock in the morning, right, until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we've got that whole time frame there that we work. And if we now that's set for the day. Now, if we went back to the work week, that's where you see just the Monday through Friday, because that is what we set. We call it we work Monday through Friday. Now, if we would have said Saturday as well, then you'd see Monday through Saturday, all right? And then on the same hand here, if we go now to the week, that will show the Saturday, I should say the Sunday and the Saturday, as well as everything between, and it shows you in gray the fact that we don't work on those 2 days. All right. Now, if I go back over to month, there's my month view, and then I've got what is called a schedule view, which is this way here. Now, we usually go into the schedule view when we have multiple calendars displayed of other recipients, let's say, and we want to kind of compare their calendars with ours and everybody else's. So that's what you have that for. You'll see that in action a little bit later on. We can also tell what we want to see the next 7 days, and that just kind of opens it up a little bit more. We can kind of see, in this case, until Thursday of next week. And we also have the today view. Click on that, just kind of, well, let me do it a different way here. Let's say we had scrolled out a little bit here, so we were in the future for a few weeks here, and now we click on to today. What it does, it takes you right back to today, and that'll be, in this case, Friday. See? Now, another way we can view the calendar is if we go back into the View tab. We have the change view here. If we click onto that, you can see we've got something called preview, and we've got list, and we've got active. The ones that you'll notice a difference on is if we go to the preview, it kind of brings you to the month view. All right, so, okay, that's pretty exciting. Now, go back in there again. Another view that we have is something called the list view. You click onto that, it shows you grouped, by week basically, and beyond each of your different appointments or meetings that you have in there. So it's pretty easy to view. It's I guess, if you're trying to just get a nice consolidated view that maybe you could print this out, because like right now we could print this out. It might be easier to fit on much less paper, just having it row by row like that. And plus, too, it's a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on, too. So, there's nothing wrong with the weekly or the monthly view. Now, to get back, we just go back and change the view, back to calendar, and there we are. Now, while we're looking at any of our views, we can kind of go backward or forward. So if we're here looking at, let's say, in this case, the work week view, we can use this arrow here to go to the next week and the following week and so forth, and then go backwards as well. All right. We can also use our at a glance up here and maybe scroll all the way out to whatever month. We can go out to August, and then we can click on to a particular week, and now we've got that week in view. All right. And then we can go back and click on to home here and just click back on to today, and it'll take us back to today. This also kind of changes as well. You can actually, with this at a glance, or you can actually get your arrow right on the border there, pull it down, and get like a second month out of there. The only problem is the way I got my screen set up so I can record the videos properly, I don't have a lot of room to work with here. But if you're working on a regular screen, that would look fine. You can even go as far as even going like this with the border and drag it out like this. Like I'll get like 2 months or 3 months, that kind of thing. Pull this down a little bit, get 6 months. So if you've got a much larger screen, this really would be pretty good. And especially now, if you were to go back to the as far as your views go, if you look, let's say, to the day view, there's your day view, and then what you can do here is you can actually click onto specific dates to see what's going on in those cases too. So it's pretty slick there too. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring that back to there and bring that back up there. I'll go back to my week view. Now, I got one little thing here, and this is kind of incidental to this. Let's just say that you have somebody from the outside, because understand, people inside your organization can see your calendar, and you'll see that. I'll show that to you in the next video. But they can actually see your calendar. They can see if you're busy or not, but that's all they're going to be able to see, all right? But you can't give, and people on the outside can't get access like that to your calendar, okay? So it's only for internal people. So if somebody were to ask you to send them just maybe the next, 3 or 4 weeks of what your calendar looks like, and AKA tell me some dates that maybe we can I can schedule some meetings with you, some get-togethers, whatever. How can you give them that information? Now, normally, if you didn't know any better, you create an email and you say, okay, here's the 20 dates that I'm available. Here's the time frame I'm available. Blah blah blah. Instead of having to go through all that, what you can do is go back to the Home tab here. And I noticed that when I go back to the Home tab where I normally would have had that tool, it's not here anymore. It's gone. So in the most recent update to Office 365, they have removed it from the menu. Does that mean that we can't access it? No. What we're going to do is we're going to use the quick access toolbar, and we're actually going to put the command on that, and then we'll go from there. So what we're going to do this is we're going to go over to the setup button here. So we're going to click onto that. We're going to go down to the more commands, and then we're going to click on to, we'll just do all commands, that way we'll find it, and kind of scroll down here, and we will find the email calendar. That's this guy right here. What we'll do is we'll double click that, and that will put it over on the side there, and it'll end up in this position when we get done here. Okay, so in a few videos ago, I don't know if I had shown you how to put the choose form one in there as well. That was so that we could access our templates. I think I did, but the choose form is a good one. I'll show you how that works in a second here. So we'll do that. We'll hit OK. And there we go. So let me just back up a little bit. On the choose form, this one right here, I can click onto that, change this over to user templates, and I've got all of my different emails. I can double click onto this one here, and that's my one of my email templates that I can send out. I think I did show that to you. Anyway, so the point though is that I want to put the my calendar out there on an email and send it to somebody. So what I do then is I just go ahead and I click onto here. This pops up along with a new email window here. I would specify the calendar that I want to give them, display the date range, and I can either go 30 days, I can do the whole calendar, I can specify dates, whatever I want to do, and then I can specify how I want to share with them, just showing them the free and busy times, subject of the of meetings that I might have, and also the full details. I don't think we need that. Just that one is just fine. You hit OK on that, hit yes, hit OK, hit yes, okay, okay. It's not letting me do a whole calendar, so I'll just do 30 days here. So do that, hit OK, and there we go. So this is it, and look at that. This will show you the range here, and then look at that. So that person at the other end will get just this, and they'll be able to see when they can maybe schedule you for some meetings that they have in mind. But pretty cool deal there. And that, it doesn't matter if they've got Outlook or what at the other end, it'll come in looking just like that. So it's really cool. All right. So I think that's about it. So hopefully this comes in handy for you. I appreciate you watching the video. Take care.